What is going on, everybody? Welcome to our podcast, Don't Stop Beleafing, Season 2, Episode 12. My name is Nolan Drinkwalter. I'm your host, and this is my co-host, King of Life, Jack Prince. How's it going, buddy?
Just going general today. Just very broad.
Yeah, nothing specific jumped out at me.
I thought you were going to go with keep it on track of episodes because we're catching up with episodes because I'm finally caught up on all my editing.
Oh, yeah. Listen to that one today. It was good, man.
Stuck out 2 this week. So
people are going to be overloaded with our voices.
People just double time getting a lot of us at once.
Yeah, I want to shout out Curtis Moore. I meant to do this earlier. He has been an avid listener of our podcast, and it's nice that you're listening, buddy.
Yeah, I think we got like 8 people right now.
He's one of them, man.
And Curtis is one of them. So if you break that up, 2 of them are us. So we got 6. So he's like a big contribution. That's almost 20% of our listening is just Curtis.
So thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
So Jack, how's your week been this week, buddy?
Week's been good. I don't know, they go by fast, but they're also slow at the same time because it's the middle of winter. And I don't know, you just kind of want the weekends to happen, and then the weekends happen, and you're like, oh shit, now I'm back to work.
Yeah, and you don't really do much. Like, it's like you got that winter fog going on, and you just don't want to really leave the house.
Yeah,
that's what I'm like anyway.
Yeah, I don't like to go outside in the winter time. I'll do stuff inside. I'm pretty productive though. Like if I
inside,
tell you
yeah, but
my schedule, yeah, inside I have a lot of things to do. It's just, yeah, none of them.
I've been putting off stuff I'm supposed to be doing on the weekend because I have to go outside. I'm like, I'll just do it next weekend. Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Yeah, what I find is I'm more productive throughout the week. So I try to do everything I can and not procrastinate to the weekend because I've noticed that if I ever leave things to the weekend, I never do them.
Yeah.
On the weekends, I just crash. I'm completely dead.
Because your motor's already going after work, and then you're good to go. Like,
that's what I mean. Stuff. So, as far as being productive or anything, I try not to do much on the weekend because I know that I crash.
Yeah. I'm the same way, dude. And I'm a procrastinator too, so you just push things off. And you're like, well, it's already 2 p.m. No point doing anything today.
The weekends, it's so easy to do that. And it's like, okay, well, I guess my body needs the rest.
If I really wanted to do it, I'd do it.
Yeah.
So let's get on to our Leafs, who had a good week as well. They went 3-0 this week. We'll get to our games, but our big story of the week, our Willie returns. William Nylander returns with a 3-point night against Vancouver. Staple game for him. He did, to me, honestly, though, he looked rusty, which is crazy to say, given that he got 3 points. But, like, he was bobbling the puck a bit. He friggin', like, just wouldn't stay on a stick. It felt like he was fighting it a bit all night. Because there's a couple plays around the blue line. He'd be holding on to it, and then he would just lose it. Because usually he just does that, just dipsies and doodles around everyone. But great to see him back.
Yeah, it looked like he was constantly trying to settle the puck on his stick. But yeah, great to have him back. What a threat he is. And to have a casual first game back, 3 points, and really wasn't that noticeable in the game.
No. Other than the goal he scored, like it was a short play, like in the passes he was making on the power play.
Yeah. Crazy speed and patience, though, on that goal to just hold it, kind of go around the goalie and just slide it in.
Oh, I know. What a friggin'... I'm so glad he's back, man. And he'll be needed tonight when we play Colorado, in Colorado, because they are legit all speed.
That team's so good right now. It'd be cool to see how we match up against them.
Oh, I know. This is a big test tonight. Colorado hasn't lost in regulation at home yet, which is crazy.
It's insane.
And the Leafs record on the road is terrible. It's 6-10-2. So, like, I don't know.
But guess who also hasn't lost in regulation since Mark Savard has been fired?
Is it the Leafs?
the Leafs, so something's got to break tonight, unless they go to OT.
Yeah, honestly, I'm guessing it's going to OT. But the problem with playing in Colorado, every NHL player says this, it's the first period gets you.
The altitude.
You're catching up to the altitude up there, and you basically got to like hold the fort for that first period against this team.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Little home ice advantage.
Yeah, and that's why they're undefeated this year, man. They're all training up there with Nate McKinnon in the high altitude and the chickpea pasta, just doing all the good things.
They're running bigger mountains so that when they go back to their oxygen level, it's not that big of a deal. That's where they do their dry land, is up a mountain.
They made a practice rink at the peak of the mountain. That's what it is.
Heard it here first, folks.
So let's go on to the Leafs this week. 3-0. They started their 3-game winning streak this week against none other than the Florida Panthers with a big win that I love to see. Because the first game they played against Florida, they won, but we're like, they're missing everyone.
Yeah.
They still kind of are. But Florida, I don't know. I just hate this team. I love when they beat them. And friggin', like, I don't know. Like, they seem to, like, be winning. They've been having a streak of wins themselves and, like, better play.
Yeah. Matthew Nyes continues to hate Florida. That guy had a beast of a game.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about his one play. So we'll start. I just want to go through the highlights of each game this week because it's the 3-game winning streak they started. I wanted to keep going. We're going to keep the vibes high today.
Nice.
So we'll start with the beauty passing play, the first goal with Waugh, Robertson, and Cowan. This third line that just keeps clicking, man. And I'll get to that later because I have some points I want to make about it. But the passing play, they came into the zone 3-on-2, and it's like the prototypical passing play you would do on a 3-on-2 where like the defense aren't trying in practice. and then Easton Cowan with just a wide open net, and the vision of Waugh and Robertson, it's just beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And Cowan stopping up in front of the net. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, right across the goal, well, in front there. The classic NHL goal that's always a goal.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the video games where you're trying to get it go cross.
Automatic goal.
Automatic goal. Yeah, what a thing of beauty. And I was like, okay, these guys are really starting to feel some chemistry with each other and really get to know each other out there. And you could tell.
Yeah, and it's the two young guys with the old vet center, I guess I'm just going to get into now, which I wanted with JT, where you have two young guys with him, and like they're the speed guys, and he's the vet presence on that line who holds the fort down, and that's what they're creating with Waugh. And Robertson and Cowan are like best of friends. That's what it looks like anyways on the ice. Robertson's just so happy when Cowan scores and vice versa.
And they look good out there. Robertson's playing great, I think. And Cowan, they both have good shots too. Mm-hmm. But then they also, Cowan has the playmaking ability as well.
And I wouldn't put it past Robertson either. Like, he's been dishing real well.
Yeah, he's been dishing, yeah. It's not like he's not known for that, but yeah, he's been doing good at that too. So it's been fun.
It has. And so like in Waugh, like even being slower, like just seems to complement that line that way too. And I don't understand how, but
I don't know. And it goes to the depth of the Leafs right now, where the way you've stacked Domi with McMahon and Matthews, the depth just keeps pushing back now because we put those guys that were on the third line that weren't doing great, and now you push those guys to the back, and now you have scoring threats from Robertson and Cowan and Waugh on that line, and whenever they're out there, they could score. Yeah. They have the ability, and so that's kind of fun that whatever line is out there can maybe score.
And it's not just that, because like last year we had, what was it, McMahon, Domi, and Robertson, who could score, but they were the biggest defensive liabilities I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
And like this line at least is defensively responsible as well.
Seems so.
Yeah. So next we'll talk about Nyes, how much he hates these Florida teams. 2 points against Florida. Bullies his way to a great assist for Matthews.
Yeah.
Where he just grabs the puck, pushes guys off of him as he's carrying it across in front of the net, pushes Mikkola off the puck, and like stick lifts him, and that guy's massive.
Yeah.
And then is able to feed Matthews with a great no-look pass for an open net.
Yeah.
And then he scores a goal, too, with just being the typical power forward standing in front, tipping the puck in.
Yeah.
Like this guy, man, when he wants to play, or if he wants to play a Florida team, like, should we just take Florida teams to the front of everybody's jersey? So that's what he's picturing all the time?
I don't know, but the goal when he scored it just reminded me of in those movies, football movies, where it's like that big guy that carries the ball and there's kids dragging on him and just trying to pull him down, and he's just going to the net and the guys are just draped off of him and he's like, no big deal. And then he just puts it back in the end zone.
But yeah, so I love that. He is moved up to the first line now for tonight and the last game against Vancouver. We'll get to that. We'll go on to the dirty hit on Laughton by Lundell, I think his name is, or Luosterainen, sorry. The hit from behind, no call on the play. This seems to happen more and more for Florida. They just get away with calls left and right.
Free pass.
Yeah, because there was a greasy hit from Marchand on Matheson, the Montreal player, 2 games ago, and it was like an elbow to the head. There wasn't even a penalty on the play either. So they're getting away with stuff. The ref's decision, or the reason he made the non-call, was that Laughton saw it coming. And to me, I don't know how that is. Like, if you see a high stick coming at your face, I think it's still a high stick penalty, no?
Also, if I see a guy coming in and I go to get the puck and my back's to him the whole time, I'm aware that he's coming, but I don't think he's going to drill me because my back is to him.
Yeah, it was the numbers the whole friggin' way.
That's like go to a car accident at a stop sign or a light. You're going through a green light. Somebody's running the red, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And it's like, I saw him coming, but
so you speed up.
That makes no sense.
I know, it was the dumbest reason why. It cut Laughton's nose, and he's bleeding. Like, I don't know how that's not a call. If he was actually injured, do they call it then?
You wonder too if that's Toronto player on somebody else or another team on somebody else. If that's even a fine.
Oh, minimum.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how that was not a fine for a hit from behind. Like, they never call that penalty, which I don't understand. They never call that penalty.
It's so annoying.
So yeah, because of that, this game was actually a pretty chippy game. Very physical from the Leafs, and like they actually kind of bullied Florida around, which I love to see. It started with the Domi fight was won. Him and Ekblad went at it. Quotations on a fight. It was more like a bear hug contest with some rib shots thrown in. But that plus there was one play where Waugh gets hit. He didn't like it. You can see him get angry. And for the rest of the shift, he's just a bull in the china shop running into anything that moved. And from that point forward, the Leafs just started hitting this team. Like, they woke up.
Yeah.
And I loved seeing that. And the scrums in front of the net and the having each other's backs and the friggin' headlocks and everything. They were playing Florida's game, and I thought they were beating Florida at that game.
Yeah, it just seems like they're a team now, so they have each other's back, and they're willing to go through a wall now for each other. Mm-hmm. And it's good to see games like the New Jersey game the other week where it's more of a complete game where it's a team effort, and they all have each other's backs, and they all work together to create this excellent outcome. And the Florida game was a repeat of that. So it's nice seeing the consistency of these kind of games now, but we weren't getting any of those kind of games. We were getting them, or then there'd be a one-off, and they wouldn't follow it up. And now to see them follow it up, not only with New Jersey, but the Florida game, and then I would say the Vancouver game that we just had, again, very solid performance, start to finish, and then working together as a team, everybody stepping up, and then everyone having each other's backs.
Yeah, and I love seeing that.
It's the best.
And then Matthews again scores a goal. He's up to 21 in the season now.
Yeah,
he's on pace for over 40. He could hit that 50 mark. We don't know.
Be good for my bank account.
But yeah, so a big win against Florida, and they're on the cusp too. So we are challenging them for a playoff spot right now. So it's a good battle. So it's a big win, and it's nice having games at this time of season that matter. And watching those games and it's just way better than what we usually get.
Well, you said it was a must win, and they won it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anytime you beat in your division team, it's the best. because they're not getting points and we are.
It's a 4-point swing.
Yeah.
Next game, they played Philly, and it was, to me, it was a very tight checking game. It was a 2-1 win in OT.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a tight checking game until OT. It was Scott Laughton's return to Philly, where he was honored. It was great to see, but he also had the game of the season, of his season so far.
Best game I've ever seen him play as a Leaf.
Yeah.
Put the team on his back. Absolute dog. Dragged the boys in the fight because, I don't know, because it was such a close defensive battle. There really wasn't much excitement to the game till the end. And he was like, okay, if someone's going to get it done tonight, it's me. Goes in shorthanded, rips it, gets a goal, post in, bar down. Unbelievable.
Kind of like a Matthews drag too and shot.
Yeah, Selly hard, and he deserved it. And his face-offs that game, 19-1 or something like that.
Yeah, 19 for 20.
Yeah, is an NHL record that since they've tracked the stats, nobody's done that. And so just a pure masterclass.
Yeah, it was amazing to see. Like that shorthanded goal late in the third was a beauty thing to do. Second shorthanded goal this year for him. He's the star of the penalty kill. Mm-hmm. He's ripping it, like he ripped it up that game. Yeah. And that's the biggest thing of that game for me. That was the biggest highlight of that game.
Yeah, and, you get guys like Laughton scoring too. This is our fourth line guys. If that's our fourth line that can also create opportunities out there, we're laughing. Because then it's exciting whoever's out on the ice. Because we're like, hey, somebody can put the puck in there.
Yeah. And like quotations fourth line center, like to me he's more of like a third line guy.
Third line center's whole, like, but our depth is so good that we have him on a fourth line.
Mm-hmm. Because like even Wall, I'd say is like a third. Like he played fourth line in Vegas when they won the cup center. And he's like he is a third line center.
Yeah, I'd say they're both third line centers. It's just, and then we just split their time because it's like we don't have a fourth line. It's like we have 2 third lines.
Yeah, and that's basically how you win a cup is having 2 third lines.
Yeah,
depth, I guess, is what you call it.
Yeah.
So we'll go to OT now, which was one of the most insane things I've ever watched. I ended up watching it later because I had volleyball that night, and I watched the whole OT. I'm like, this is the most insane thing I've fucking seen. Because the Leafs decide to mishandle the puck like crazy.
Yes.
They have 3 of the worst mishandles I've seen.
Yeah.
Matthews giving up a puck. OEL giving up a puck, which led to 2 breakaways.
Get bailed out by their goalie.
With the Hill the Beast played very friggin' well this game. And one odd man rush where Mo, my boy Mo, has probably the best defensive play of the year.
Yeah.
So far, I guess. It's only halfway through the season, but the guy's not known for defense, and he makes that kind of play. He is a heart guy for sure. And like I want him to see him do so well, man.
So how about we give him his flowers? Because the last podcast, Carlo was about to come back. He hadn't came back yet. And we were saying, we were both chirping him because we're trying to do what we did to Austin Matthews. If we chirp them, they do better. And looks like it works again because Carlo comes back. He looks right at home again, rushing the puck, looks way better defensively out there, more stable. And Carlo's playing great as well. We'll give him. But Mo, awesome. Great to see him back and doing great. And huge defensive play, which again saves the game and sets up what comes after.
Easton Cowan gets his first OT goal of the year. I guess we go through the whole play because it's tied right now for my goal of the week between 2 Easton Cowan goals. So Mo, yeah, I know, right? So Mo gets that great defensive play, and the 2-on-1 comes down the other way with JT and Cowan. JT holds onto the puck, Ristolainen goes down, trying to splay out, and JT puts it between his legs with a pass that shouldn't work. And if it didn't, he would have looked stupid.
And it's also so slow. But I think it was Michkov was the back checker, and he gives up.
Oh, did he?
He gave up. Like, if Torts was there, that guy would be dead. Because he gave up halfway through the back check, and that's why they had so much time to do that pass. Because he was just late getting there.
Yeah.
And he gets there.
He stops. He has to stop because the puck's moving so slow to him.
Yeah.
And he just grabs it and fires it off the post and in. And the friggin' The crowd goes wild. Robertson's the first one to him, by the way.
Yeah.
He comes off the bench.
Yeah.
Jumps on him. He's so excited.
Yeah, because you see the picture of Robertson with his both hands up. And you're like, was Robertson on the ice? No.
I'm like, he got there fast.
He got there fast.
So after the game, the vibes are immaculate on this team right now. Cowan gets his interview because he scored the OT. So did you see this? So Cowan gets the interview because he got the OT winner. And all the boys, Robertson sticks his head out of the dressing room. Riley comes out. Laughton comes out. They're like, hey, come into the dressing room. Do your TikTok dance that you did when you were younger. We want to see it. They had the song playing. They're just loving life, man.
They remind me of those on the Animal Channel, those little, what are they called? Not groundhogs or whatever, that just kind of peek out and just look around. Because they kept peeking out around the door. Meerkats.
Yeah.
Like peeking out. And then they just go back in and then peek out during the interview. It's so funny to watch.
So
live.
funny. Like, you got to know after the first time.
Yeah.
But hockey players aren't that bright. But yeah, so it was great seeing that. The team just, I don't know, they're rallying around each other right now.
Yeah.
And games like that, and like seeing shit like that, you're like, it makes you like the team.
Yeah.
Like, yes, winning does a lot, but seeing little shit like that, and kind of being the underdogs. My conspiracy theory, by the way, is starting to come true. About them losing at the beginning. They're kind of being the Blue Jays right now.
Kind of trying to be the Blue Jays. Just being very likable and loving each other and having a tight-knit room.
And am I a little crazy to compare Ernie Clement with Scott Laughton? Kind of like a role player on your team who we don't know yet, but he could step it up in the playoffs. I could easily see him do that. Oh, yeah. They kind of have the same vibes to me, man.
For those of you listening, we're just making some facial expressions.
You're just making faces. I'm waiting for you to talk.
And so if you're watching YouTube, it makes more sense. But if you're on podcast, you're probably wondering what that pause was.
But yeah, so I saw the video of the Cowan TikTok dance. He's like 13 in it, man.
Yeah. No, I think he's in junior. I think it's London Knights players, no?
Okay, then he does not age, man. He looks so young.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was funny, and I'm like, that's how you kind of razz each other and in the dressing room, stuff like that. Like, it's so good natured fun. I love that shit, man.
Yeah, boys love it.
Boys love it. And then we'll go on to the Vancouver game. The shit kicking by the Leafs to top off their week. They destroy them 5-0. It was 3-0 after the first, and I already knew the game was done. Paul gets his second shutout of the year. He's been playing amazing, and he had a good night, but honestly, nothing was too hard for him that night. It wasn't any hard shots. Nothing overexerting him with 10 bell saves.
Yeah, it was like the Leafs of last year. Everything kind of coming from the outside and manageable. But
this year they have the goal scoring on their side. Because last year, it was all about the 1-goal wins and the really tight games and low scoring games. And I think Berube, or maybe it was Savard, I don't know, is trying to get this out of them. The offense being a little more powerful this year.
I feel like they let it loose a little bit in the playoffs. I feel like he held the defensive game to a strict standard throughout the whole year, and then in the playoffs let the boys play a little bit, and that's why we got all that extra scoring from our defense. And I feel like that's just continued into this year, and they just had trouble managing it, that balance at the start of the year, but it feels like they've came to a good balance now of being structured defensively, but also being able to open up offensively.
Yeah. And so in that game, Domi gets in a big old fight with Marcus Pettersson. This was all over. Domi's 5'10", Marcus Pettersson 6'5", I think.
6'5".
But he's like a beanpole. He's only 170 pounds. Domi weighs more than him. And he kicks his ass. He has his tongue out. He's smiling. He switches hands. He throws some lefts in there and friggin' wins the match that way. It was great to see. But before that, Cowan almost gets in his first NHL fight.
Yeah.
He dropped the glove. He tried to drop the gloves with the ref in between him and the other guy. And it ended up just being coincidental minors. But the bench was going wild.
They loved it.
They love this kid, man.
He's not
going anywhere soon.
I love it.
And yeah, so that just gets the night going. It wakes you up. It makes everybody happy. It makes everybody like chill, loose. Like they just seem like they're smiling. They're happy people.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
They're
just
having fun.
they are having fun. They're finally like getting that spark
They're
back in their game.
Playing hard and having fun.
Nice, Jack. Nice. And that was also Nylander's 3-point game back. And Nick Robertson gets his 10th of the year. So he's kind of on pace for 20.
Domi had the Gordie Howe hat trick, no? Or he missed the assist?
I don't think he got an assist.
He didn't get an assist.
No.
But his goal is my goal of the week.
Really?
He undressed the whole team and didn't
That was the Pittsburgh goal.
Never mind.
A long time ago, Jack.
I was thinking of like one way back when, but still a snipe. No, I'm gonna go with the Nylander goal.
Yeah?
I like the way he waited that out. Yeah.
And it was a backhand, Jack. You love a backhand, dude.
But it's also because he like laid it along the ice, like didn't even try to raise it because he had the goalie that beat. It's just like kind of like twisting the knife while you're stabbing somebody.
I know, it's such a dick move.
I love it.
Cold as ice, that guy, man. So we'll go on to, I guess I'll do my goal of the week. Mine is tied between both of Cowan's goals. One is the passing play beauty to get the ball rolling against the Florida team.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is the OT winner, because that whole OT was insane. Actually, I'm going to get to that one because that whole OT was insane and just capped off an awesome OT.
Yeah, you kind of go insane when they scored that.
Yeah. Can't
help it. That's why I was texting you. Don't spoil it. I'm like, I'm not, but I'm excited.
But I'm excited. Because I think all you said was Laughton was first star.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
So I'm like, right then I'm like, oh, they won.
That game wasn't even over when I said that.
Oh, did you?
No, it was only when he scored.
Oh, shit.
Because he'd already been winning faceoffs like an animal and playing like a beast that whole game. So I was like, Laughton's first star of this game.
Oh, yeah. And since we're talking about Laughton, we will go to the PK of this team. So since Laughton's been back, they have been 95.2% success rate on the penalty kill, which is insane. It's first in the league. So since December 23rd, they're first in the league with 93%.
They're so good on the. I don't even know what you watch it and they just shut things down. It's pretty fun to watch, and they block shots too.
Yeah, and what's crazy is usually when I see a good penalty kill, it's a more aggressive one, like charging the guys, having that backup of guys behind you when you would charge that guy. You know what I mean? Like to cover those guys, and like they do it very well. Like there's bad ways of being aggressive, but like a very well aggressive penalty kill is usually like top in the league. But this Leafs one, I wouldn't say is overly aggressive.
It's not overly. They do it at certain moments, but I think they just do such a good job of blocking passing lanes and shot lanes. So whenever they look up, the guys never shoot because the shot lane's not open.
Yeah.
And they're always constantly working it around and then looking for a shot lane, and there's not one available.
Oh, and that the passing across the zone, like in the seam passes, aren't there at all. And even when they try, and they get deflected away.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to see.
It's been fun to watch.
So, and they are, right now, they're fourth in the league with 85% since the beginning, since the whole year. And Laughton has 2 shorthanded goals, leading the team.
Yeah.
And this is what you need for playoff success. You always hear about these teams, oh, they've only let 1 goal in this playoffs on the power play. And like that stuff is like the smaller things that win you championships and win you rounds.
Such a momentum killer if you get scored on when you're on a power play and you give up a shorthanded goal. That deflates a team.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But a penalty kill in general. The power play and penalty kill, I think, makes and breaks the playoffs. And like people say it doesn't, but like, I don't know. Look, those are that's the things that win you championships.
Yeah, and you can build good momentum off a good penalty kill. And all your stars are usually sitting, and they're sitting there getting fired up because their team just killed a penalty and guys put their body on the line blocking shots, and that can really motivate a team.
Yeah, and they'd be like, if he's doing that, I'm going to do this. So we'll go to my goal. I already talked about goals of the week. Player of the week for me is Brendan Carlo. The guy who came back for these 3 games. He won the belt they give out after all their wins to the best player of the game, and for the Vancouver game. He had a some big hits in that game. He hit DeBrusque, he hit someone else, and like you didn't see him throw the body before, and like I love seeing that. His plus minus is +4 this week for those 3 games. He's got 1 assist, and the big story, Riley's plus minus is +3. He's in the pluses too.
He's made Riley a complimentary player as well. So it's very impressive how he's came back. But the mean streak, like you said, the hitting, I've never seen that side of him. But he's big enough, and we always hope he did that. But now he seems to be doing it.
Mm-hmm. And he's been having good first passes out of the zone. He shored up that pair like we were talking about with Riley. And they look so much better together. And Jack, guess what's coming up these next 3-4 games? A road trip.
Oh,
and
that's
where
exciting.
does Riley thrive?
Road trips. Because he's getting good sleeps at night and he doesn't have a child.
Yeah. So let's keep an eye on that this week with see how Riley does with these games.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my player of the week. This guy, I think he's fully healed, and he's going to play way better because of it. And it's good to see. And the back half of the season is when you need this guy.
Yeah. Well, he came in after injury pretty free. There wasn't much rust on him.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He slid right in.
He slid right in, so you got to give him his props for that and to stabilize Riley. And it's great. It's great. All these people that were trade Carlo at the start of the year, they're not very loud right now.
I'm gonna say don't hear them right now.
And I also don't hear the trade Riley stuff the last couple games either,
which is
since
good.
Carlo's been back. So my player of the week is Scotty Laughton.
Oh yeah,
I freaking love this guy. He is such a beauty. And I watched the Leafs Blueprint episode on him. I sent it to you.
Yeah.
You can't help but love this guy. This guy is loved by everybody in the dressing room, especially Matthews. Matthews loves buddying up to him. And it's so funny to watch in that episode. And he's got like little inside jokes that he's playing and like little games with the guys to keep them motivated through the middle of the season. You know, hardest working player through practice, 250 on the board. Like those guys need $250, but it's more so the prize. And so the guys are all trying during practice. It's a mid-season practice. It's a good way to keep intensity up. It's a veteran move.
Yeah.
And
wait, he does that?
Yeah, he put 250 on the board during that practice that day. And he's like, you guys, whoever wins, it will be in your locker tonight. And so all the guys were coming up to him because they knew he was mic'd up, being like, I'm working pretty hard. What do you think of this person? Like, shit, like, and he's just like, I don't know. Like, I see this person working pretty hard. You got to work harder than them. And so the guys were flying and just, you know, a mid-season practice. And it's a good way to keep intensity up in the middle of the season, keep the boys motivated. So I like this guy, and you know, I like how he tried another clapper on a breakaway the other day.
It seemed like he took some off that one.
I don't know.
I don't know what it was. It was low. He usually goes bar down.
Yeah, a change up. I don't know. Anyway, it was good. And after that Philly game, he deserves his props to go into your old barn like that and put on an absolute masterclass in faceoffs and defensive game, and then to score a shorthanded goal and pretty well tie the game for us when we couldn't get much offense going, and pretty well single-handedly did that.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. You got to give this guy his props, and still had some other good games too.
Yeah. So one question for you. As of right now, do you think he's worth a first in Grabankin?
Yeah, it's not even close. I'd take this guy for sure. For what he brings to the dressing room alone.
You're always so sure about your answers. Like, there's not even any ho-humming at all.
No, there's no gray areas.
Close.
I hate gray areas, man. That's why I was a big math guy in high school and even university a little bit, because it's just right or wrong.
Yeah. And actually, they were playing against Grabankin in the Philly game.
Yeah.
And he was a little noticeable. I wouldn't say anything overly crazy, but it's good to see that he's playing well. I always like that guy.
I hope that guy's such a cool dude.
Yeah.
Love that big smile on his face and just going in, loves hockey. Love his attitude. Like
when he came out and he would talk to those reporter guys. I love that, man. But yeah, so the Spin Chicklets all talks about a lot too. They say he's like one of the funniest guys they've ever met. That'd be awesome to have in the dressing room. Always laughing, always having fun.
You got to keep vibes up.
Yeah. And he's a good hockey player on top of that.
Yeah.
Reeves was the vibes guy, but he wasn't good at hockey. Oh, yeah. So let's talk about the Mid-Atlantic. We'll talk about the standings right now. So the Mid-Atlantic goes to the most serious division so far. They had other than the Central, because the top 3 teams in the Central are insane. But this is the second best division all of a sudden, and they are firing on all cylinders. So in the last 10, Tampa's 9-1, Toronto's 7-1-2, Detroit 7-2-1, Buffalo's 9-1, and Montreal's 6-2-2.
Yeah.
And somehow Montreal lost ground while having a great friggin' last 10.
Yeah. And I think a couple podcasts ago, you said in 13 games, what's the record that I'd like to see before we tank or whatever? And they're living up to it, Nolan.
Yeah, well, they still have a little ways to go. They need to win 3 more games, at least.
Yeah, who would have thought the rest of the teams would do this well, too? It's just kind of annoying, if anything.
Oh, I know. They all just go on great streaks.
Yeah, because before the Atlantic looked terrible, and now it looks so good.
I know. They're calling it the Mid-Atlantic. And so, but the brighter spots are the Metropolitan's kind of stagnating. They're falling back right now. So the wild card race right now, Buffalo with 43 games played has 52 points, and Washington is at 52 as well. And Boston is at 52. They both have played 2 more games than the Leafs, and the Leafs are 1 point behind them. So they are right there in the friggin' standings.
Yeah, and the good thing is, too, Ottawa is pretty well off themselves, and they're a dumpster fire right now, so who knows what's going on there. That's a good thing because it's one less team you have to worry about for making a playoff spot in the Atlantic.
Yeah. And we won't talk about the Ottawa situation, but
it's not.
What the fuck?
They just can't have nice things.
Apparently not, man. So they are right there in the wild card spot now, and they will be fighting for the rest of the year now. And that's awesome to see because there's no way they will drop to a top 5 pick. I can tell you that. Because the West, if the Leafs were in the West right now, they would be 1 point out of first place in the Pacific.
Yeah, it'd be unreal.
How crazy is that?
It's crazy the discrepancy right now.
I know. Between the West and the East.
Yeah.
And Florida's only 2 points back, so they'll be fighting with us the whole friggin' way.
Yeah.
And they're talking about Barkov playing before playoff starts, and getting games in.
Yeah, no, that's very much going to happen.
But hopefully it's like the last 4 games where they don't matter and they're already out.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And then the last thing I want to talk about is one of our prospects, prospect corner, Miroslav Holinka. He is a player in the WHL for the Oil Kings. We talked about him before. He's a 5th round pick from 2024. So he's a 20-year-old playing the OHL. Right now, he is 3rd in goals in the WHL. He's 5th in points, and he's 10th in assists. He's on a 10-game tear, point streak right now. 10 goals, 10 assists. And he's just flying up and down the ice.
Did he play in the World Juniors at all?
This year?
Yeah, or ever.
I think he might have played last year, I'm not sure. But this year he was too old to play.
Oh, okay. I was wondering that because I remember him. His name sounds familiar.
He would have been a Czech. So he would have been on the Czech team.
With a name like Holinka.
Yeah.
Sounds Finnish, right?
Yeah, and right now he has 63 points in 34 games.
I like these guys that are just dummying these leagues 2 points a game in these leagues, and here I'm, I put up 4 points a game in beer league, but at the same time, it's a very different league.
Yeah. Well, the problem with him, the problem with him is he's a 20-year-old playing in the WHL, so he should be doing this if he's going to be anything in the AHL, NHL.
Yeah.
So he is a bigger dude. He's 6'2". He plays center. He's 185 pounds. So hopefully this game can translate because of the size, because of the weight. And you can always gain weight. But you have to see him do it at the next level. Yeah. And see if all that can translate to the next level.
Yeah, but sometimes guys bloom at different points. And sometimes when you become the man, and you get that confidence, it does something to you and kind of flips a switch in your head. And then all of a sudden you start playing with more confidence and one thing leads to another. So it's better than not having that.
True. Because, like, look at Jacob Quillen. He was an overager in the NCAA they ended up signing.
Jacob
Quillen. But yeah, nobody saw him. Like, he wasn't drafted.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they're able to find these guys. Luke Hames wasn't drafted. Now he's playing in the minor leagues too.
Yeah.
So they got to get creative on ways to refill the cupboard with prospects because they've been trading away all these picks.
Giving them away like they're candy.
So, actually, that was one more question I did want to ask. When it's coming up to the trade deadline, what do you think the Leafs should do? Should they buy? Should they sell? Or should they stay put on what they're doing?
Stay.
Stay?
Yeah, like just like playing blackjack. Hand signal, stay.
So you don't want them to sell, you don't want them to buy?
No, stay.
Because there's a rumor about Dougie Hamilton being available.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think of that, Jack? He's a local Toronto boy.
I'm so sick of these guys trying to come to Toronto at these points of their career. Like, go yourself. Come to us in your prime. He was
a draft pick by the Leafs.
I know, but dude, like, these players never come to us in their prime. And it drives me insane. They always come here at the tail end of their career, like Lindros and all these guys. It's like, if you came here earlier, we could have really done something here. But now you're coming in, it's frustrating.
Did you know Lindros was a point per game player on the Leafs?
Yeah, because the guy's so good.
Yeah, but I think he only played like, I want to say 14 games.
He kept getting injured.
Yeah.
Because he was at the end of his career.
Yeah. But he was still getting a point per game, which is insane.
Well, it was funny because he actually coaches close to here at North Toronto. And they were saying, I don't know, 5 years after, he could still play. They're like, we watched him. He could still play if he wants to. His shot is just ridiculous because he's just such a strong guy. His shot is apparently incredible.
Oh, it'd be awesome to see live, like right in front of you.
Imagine you got like a guy like Lindros and in the sticks that we have today. He just rip the puck.
Oh, yeah. He'd easily get it over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah, because to me, I think they should low sell, like get rid of some of their depth pieces, maybe like a Yarn Croc's gone or something, and may only make like hockey trades almost. Because you don't need that 2.1 million cap on your hit. You hit that.
And just trade for for draft picks because we just need draft picks back. Mm-hmm. And this year,
even if you don't get those draft picks, you always trade those draft picks for something else later. Yeah, you don't have to keep that.
Yeah, I do think we have a little too much just running around. If we can get rid of some people,
because we still need Dakota Joshua to come back.
Yeah,
and he won't even be in the lineup when he comes back.
Yeah, we have a surplus of people, so we'll see what they do. It'd be interesting. I think they should stay for the most part. I don't think they need to do anything dramatic. I think this team, if they can make the playoffs, they're very built for playoffs team.
Yeah, and I think they will win.
But you also have to look at a Tanev situation, because if Tanev's not coming back, then we need a piece. We need.
Is that Dougie Hamilton?
His salary needs to be retained.
Yeah, it's 2 years left still after this year. So that's a big ask, which would probably be big money.
Yeah, it'd be big. So that's why I say stay away.
Yeah. And the other one that people have been talking about is Luke Schenn coming back. Oh, man.
I will always take Luke Schenn. He could be 40, and I'll be like, yeah, bring him in.
So if he was like a 6th round pick, you're like, yup, throw it. Because I feel like that's always worked now.
Yeah. I think you can get less than a 6th round pick. You can be like, we'll
like
washing machine, bag of pox. Maybe we'll throw you a team car.
Okay, I think you're being a little disrespectful of Luke Schenn.
I don't know. It's tough, like, because the 6 could turn into something.
How often does a 6 turn into something?
You never know.
Give me percentage right now of a 6th round pick playing in the NHL.
You asked me to out of my ass.
You just said you were good at math, Jack. You just said, "Oh, I'm the math guy." Math.
Yeah, but I have to know the numbers to make the math happen. I can't just pull a percentage like something that obscure out of nowhere.
So you're telling me you don't know how many 6th-round picks make the NHL?
No. Do you?
Yes, 1%.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm just pulling that out of my ass. But it can't be high.
No, but you're saying there's a chance.
Because I guess, like, Holinka's a 5th-round pick. And I guess we're going to see where that goes. Kaprizov was a 5th-round pick.
Let me check one thing right now.
If Kaprizov is a 5th-round pick.
Kaprizov?
No, I know he was a 5th-round pick.
He was a 5th?
I think so.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a sick pickup in second.
So that's mostly everything I have today. We will watch the game tonight. 10 o'clock start, which is late. I will try to stay up for that, but there's only... Yeah, everybody's got to work tomorrow, man. So Jack's got one more thing to say. So I am going to hand it off to him. Jack, what do you got for us, brother?
I'm looking to see if Brady is a 6th-round pick. Round 7.
That's even less of a chance.
But he made it.
2 games?
I think he had 2 or 3.
Still more impressive than anything I've ever done, so.
Buffalo say 5.
5 games?
5 games.
Go Brady.
That year. I knew it was a fair bet.
Not bad.
It's our boy.
Yep. So, if you listen this long to us, thanks for listening. And for the week ahead, I want you to play hard and have fun.
Play hard, have fun.
Go Leafs.